All right, here we go. Then starting in 28th position, qualifying 18.539, Joe Lowe. Starting in 27th position, in car number 2X from the Sportsdrome in Jeffersonville, qualifying at 18.448, Jerry Witten. Starting in 26th spot, car number 30, qualifying at 18.369, Guy Strode. Starting in 25th spot, car number 61, qualifying at 18.357, Cecil Carr. Starting in 24th spot, car number 14, the 1991 Pro Stock Speedrome Rookie of the Year, rookie for this figure 8 race, Robbie Fry. Starting in 23rd place, car number 07, qualifying at 18.196 from the Sportsdrome, David Staten. Starting in 22nd place, car number 40, John Dossie. Starting in 21st place, car number 24, Curtis McMurtry. Starting in 20th spot, in car number 22, Boyd Butcher. Starting in 19th, in car number 116, from the Sportsdrome, the 1986 10th anniversary of the World Championship Figure 8 race, Rance Harmon. And I know he's the only Michigan driver that made it into the starting 28, but he's exciting, and we call him the Playboy, driving the number 16A, Robbie Loving. Starting in 17th spot, in car number 86, Bill Clark. Starting in 16th spot, the 1990 Pro Stock Rookie of the Year in 12X, Oza Hoosier. Starting in 15th spot, in car number 16, Fred Bear Jr. And starting in 14th spot, car number 87, Danny Turner. And starting in 13th spot, car number 99, it's black, it's Donnie Garrigus. Starting in 12th spot, car number 18, Jeff Heiser. Starting in 11th, car number 33, the 1989 Stock Class Champion May-June, Doug Gregg. Starting in 10th spot, in car number K9, Kenny Sizemore, and possible relief by Rodney Sizemore. Starting in position number 9, he was the 1987 Pro Stock Champion in car number 4, Bruce Tunney. In 8th spot, in car number 5, his brother Bill Tunney Jr. And starting in 7th spot, the man with the fans, car number 9 from the Sportsdrome, the 1988 World Champion Figure 8 driver, Leonard Basham. Starting in 6th spot, car number 2, the 2-time World Figure 8 Champion, Mike St. John. Starting in 5th spot, the last car on the racetrack, car number 6, Jack Dossie Jr. Starting in 4th, in car number 3, the man from New Whiteland, Charlie Reed. Now for the top 3 guys who broke the old track record, starting in 3rd spot, car number 7 at 17.173, Ronnie Clance. Starting in 2nd spot, the 1990-1991 Speedrome Pro Stock Champion, Dwayne Lee. And in first spot, with a new track record, 1:7.156, three-time world champion, many-time Speedrome champion, Wayne Arnold.
Ladies and gentlemen, in this 50th anniversary of the Indianapolis Speedrome, we want to have a special salute for these race drivers as they come by on these parade laps. As they come through the north end of the racetrack and head southbound this time, let's stand and wave to these brave gladiators to honor the effort that they have put forward in the 1991 season. At the pit grandstands, let's stand and wave to your car as they get set to race on the north end of the racetrack. Your last chance to wave to these guys before they go at full combat contact. Over on the west side of the Indianapolis Speedrome, filled with people, filled with capacity race fans. Let's stand and wave to these drivers as they come out on the fourth turn. They'll respond to your waves as they head down through the crossover. And as the 28-car field heads to the south part of the racetrack, over toward that dangerous right-hand blind, turn number one. Ladies and gentlemen, on your feet to honor these brave gladiators, these 28 warriors of the Indianapolis Speedrome, as they prepare for the last battle of 1991, as they prepare for the 3-hour constant contact fight.
I can tell you one thing, Kevin. I've raced figure 8 all over the United States, and the Speedrome's got the biggest class bunch of guys I've ever raced with. If you can beat them here, you are a world champion.
Paging Linda Sparks to the ticket gate. Paging Linda Sparks to the ticket gate, please. Paging Linda Sparks to the ticket gate. Paging Linda Sparks to the ticket gate. But I don't think they're going to get Linda to move right now. She's got to watch this start. The track workers have examined carefully these people in the Indianapolis Speedrome here over the last couple of minutes. Their technical examination of these cars has now been concluded. There is no further work to be done on the racetrack by the race crew unless the contact and the combat and the fighting gets too intense and we see one car go up on the hook. We vote everybody together. We approach the start of this contest, maybe one more lap before we go to green. One last chance to get these guys off the racetrack. We watch the pace cars that head southbound. Still another lap or so to go before we go to green. 20 drivers start this race. Another 40 or so have a chance to take part as we move to the Ultimate Figure 8 Challenge of the Indianapolis Speedrome. Watch for the start of this race the next time by. As in any figure 8 race, Kenny St. John, the part that gets the most attention is the crossover. But the single most dangerous part of the race is the headlong, full-powered run into that right-hand turn. There is more trouble in turn one than there is in the crossover.
That's kind of natural for a car to make a right-hand turn like that. These guys got to compromise. You have to turn left all night. They all have to turn right. Restrict enough compromise in the middle. They're all wanting to get a good starter, get settled in, maybe run off the first 50 or so without any kind of incident and get this thing on the road.
And now, after 1 year's planning, after 1 year's preparation, it comes down to this. Out of turns number 3 and 4, we bring the field to the start of the 3-hour figure 8 endurance race of the Indianapolis Speedrome. The track champion, Wayne Lee, charges to the early advantage. Pole sitter Wayne Arnold drops back into second place with the number 12 car. In third place, he's got the number 3 of Charlie Reed, already challenged by the fourth place, number 7 of Ronnie Clark. In fifth place, you've got the number 2 of Mike St. John. Sixth place is the number 5 of Bill Finney Jr., challenged by the seventh place, number 6 of Jack Dawsey Jr. Eighth place is Leonard Basherman, car number 9. Ninth place is the number 9 of Kenny Sizemore. And already going one lap down is the number 2X of Jerry Whitten, who took an extra northbound loop as the fireworks are displayed at the Indianapolis Speedrome as we work into the third lap of this 3-hour race. Already cars caught on the crossover. The number 61 car, the number 30 is Guy Strode at the intersection of the closest cars begin as the leader starts to head on without any concern for those that are going crosswise. By Indianapolis Speedrome standards, a major advantage for Dwayne Lee as he leads Wayne Arnold by about 4 car lengths, going into lap number 4 in the second minute of this 3-hour race. Watching the intersection as there's Charlie Reed charging up on Wayne Arnold and Ronnie Clark and Mike St. Joyce on him as Arnold had to hold up for another car that was in the crossover. Battle for second place engaged as we move into the second minute of this race. Somebody is leaking a lot of oil or water on the track, and let's see which car it is. It is the number 33 of Doug Briggs. We see a lot of smoke of that car. It is Doug Briggs, number 33, has a major oil leak. Blue smoke from from this car. Oil all over the track as they charge into the first turn. Will all the leaders manage to go over this oil hazard and survive? The answer is yes. But Doug Gregg is out of the race with a big oil leak for the number 33. And this young driver's frustrations continue in the Indianapolis Speedrome. Kenny St. John, as we see Doug Gregg coming into the pit area, and we see Charlie Reed slowing down as he had to avoid cars in the crossover and losing positions for the number 2 Mike St. John. What is that oil on the racetrack going to do in these early laps?
Oh, it's awful hard shooting down in that number 1 right now. These guys have seen it for a couple laps. They're going to make some adjustments. I noticed Wayne's fell back a couple spots. I think the 33's got a serious motor problem.
We also noticed that Robbie Loving in the number 16 has already gone 1 lap down. He got caught by crossover traffic, decided to make an extra northbound move, and is already in trouble. We see Holden's have already joined the races. The number 20 of Joe has to make an extra northbound move as he was caught off by about 6 cars running in that lead pack. We all a crossover crash. Danny Turner colliding with the number 24, Curtis McMurtry. Danny Turner in the camera car. A big wreck that has broken the radiator, and now McMurtry almost hit by the number 116 car, and now he's hit by the number 140 car of John Dawsey. 2 cars involved in this crossover crash. A major part of a bumper bar deposited in the crossover as McMurtry pulls away and Dawsey tries to back his car off the racetrack. But will continue to run under green. The lead as we move into the 3rd minute of the first hour of this race still belongs to the number 1 of Dwayne Lee. But here we have the number 2 of Mike St. John charging up the challenge. A crossover crash between the number 44 car, that's the 44 of Danny Gaddis, and the number 22 of Boyd Butcher. Butcher's car keeps on going. Gaddis's machine is stalled and facing the wrong direction. As we continue to run under green, we see that the battle is engaged for the lead.
Debris.
As we see the cars trying to avoid that piece of bumper bar that stuck in the middle of the crossover that was ripped off the cars of that earlier crossover crash. 3 drivers continue to challenge for the lead. The number 1 of Dwayne Lee, the number 2 of Mike St. John, and the number 12 of Wayne Arnold run 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. In 4th place, I'll give that to the number 3 of Charlie Reed. And now as things start to really happen there, the number 44 car of Gaddis is still facing the wrong direction as we've got that big bumper bar in the middle of the crossover. 3 drivers battle for the lead. Dwayne Lee has led every lap so far of the number 1. Mike St. John has come from his 6th starting position to 2nd place. Wayne Arnold from the pole to drop back to 3rd. Now as Dwayne Lee stops in the crossover and Wayne Arnold runs over the bumper bar, the lead goes to Mike St. John just as the first yellow is displayed. We display the yellow maybe a bit too late for Wayne Arnold, and the pace car has to go out and pick up the leader, and that leader is Mike St. John. And the pace car is almost hit by the number 3 of Charlie Reed, who's trying to storm up and pick up some positions.
The Wayne Arnold car, the number 12, did hit the bumper bar in the front. I hope he didn't get no damage, but you never know.
So we go to yellow for the first time tonight.